Guys, y'all ever get those people, y'all ever have those people in y'all lives that say, be careful wishing for money because money changes people? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Those people that tell you that, you tell them your hopes and dreams and aspirations, and you want to, you want to be self-employed. You want to get your own thing off the ground. You want to leave the 9-to-5 work, you know what I mean? Workspace, and, be careful now. Be careful looking to break generational curses. Be careful looking to get too much money. Money changes people. This is my message to those people. Y'all ever stop and think whether the money changes the people or whether the change occurs that allows people to elevate their lives? Is it the money that comes first and then the change, or is it the change and then the money? Have you ever thought that some people might want to change? Or can you not fathom changing? Can you only comprehend doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again? I think that's what it is. I think those people can't fathom change. They've been the same for so long. They don't know what change is. They've been going through generation to generation to generation, holding on to these same curses that they can't even conceptualize change. They don't know what it would look like. They don't know what it would feel like. All they know is trauma. All they know is pain. All they know is anxiety. All they know is addiction. So people tell me that, man, oh, be careful, money changes people. Yeah, I want to change. I am in a 2004 Honda Accord and the windows don't roll up or down. I want to change. And I'm not complaining. This car gets me from A to B. Trust me, I'm not complaining. This car get me from A to B to C to D and back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this car don't just get me from A to B. This car take me from A to B to C to D to E to F. I take this car everywhere. And if I had money, I would have something similar, but I would be able to roll my windows down. Like, someone broke in my car, took out my window, the things that roll up and down my windows, and I didn't have the money to replace them. Not, needless to say, it's not a ton of money, but it is money. So it's like, more money is not necessarily gonna change people, right? What I think money does is it brings out who you really are. And with money, you're able to do the things that you truly desire that cost money. Everything costs money. Everything costs money. So having more money is gonna really bring out like who you are. Are you a charitable person? Are you a miserly person? Are you a wasteful person? You know what I mean? And that's how you see people who are super wealthy, or they win the lottery and then a few years later they're broke. And I'm talking big lotteries. $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 million. So it's like, how you go from living check to check, right? You go from living check to check to being up $10 million. And now all of a sudden you know how to spend $10 million and you're broke in 2 years. Or you're broke in 5 years. You went from living check to check, a couple thousand a month to millions of dollars, and you're broke in a few years. Because money brings out who these people really are. These people they have a poor mindset. You know, they have a poor mindset to the point where it doesn't matter how much money is in the account. They made their mind up that I need to spend as much as in my account, as is in my account. So the more in their account, the more they got to spend. The more they have to consume. They need to consume. You know, when you fill up your photo gallery and you got too much stuff, you run out of storage, you got to delete stuff. That's how some of these people look at their bank account. I gotta clear it out. Like, it's too much in there. I don't have too much clutter in there. I gotta clear it out. Or you got people who are super wealthy and they still shop around for gas. Or they still shop around for the best prices on anything. And they're saving, you know, tens of dollars or a couple $100. Meanwhile, they're millionaires. Because the money is not changing them per se. It's just it's accentuating who they really are. And so now maybe they're able to hire an accountant and they could really manage their money in a smart way. Because that was always in them, to manage money, right? To have their money managed, right? So, you know, people tell me that, you know, oh, money's gonna change you. Like, be careful, you know, not too much money's not good. I look at them and I'm like, and I just gotta say, you know, not to be, you know, offensive or anything, but I look at them and I say, do you have money? How much money do you have? I'm not gonna go listen to somebody who got no money telling me money gonna change you. How do you know? How do you know? You've been living check to check for how long? How do you know? Oh yeah, I had a friend. I had a cousin who got a lot of money. He started acting. Well, how do you know what was going on in their lives that made them start being different, right? And how do I know you not framing it in a way? Because this is the thing, y'all. Look, this is the thing. When you start changing, I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. When you start changing, some of the people around you are gonna get uncomfortable with the new person you're turning into because they can no longer relate to you. And they know they will no longer have access to you. And so these people selfishly will try to hold you back from change. And they'll tell you things like, be careful, money gonna change you. Hey, more money, more problems, you know what they say. Don't chase your dreams too hard now. Like, yeah, that's good. That's good and all. You working on that, but you know, what about this? Oh yeah, this business venture is kicking off, bro. Like it's really working. I'm seeing the numbers. Oh yeah, that's good, but you make sure you XYZ. You know XYZ. And these people are afraid of losing access to you. They're afraid of losing value to you. I remember some of my friends from high school, honestly, majority of my friends from high school, I got in with a bad crowd, you know, and not a terrible crowd. Nobody's like hurting people. Well, except that one friend who did start hurting people. But most of them didn't hurt people, you know. But they used to, you know what I mean? And I remember I stopped associating with them, and I start telling them like, yo, maybe take a break from, you know, maybe breathe in some oxygen. You know, maybe just breathe air. What if we're meant to breathe air? And, you know, no, come on, Amir, don't start acting different. And then, mind you, I'm working out. I'm changing my diet. I'm not drinking no soda. I'm barely drinking juice. I'm going to play handball more often. I'm taking time out of my day for prayer and mindfulness and meditation. And, you know, these friends, these former friends that I had from high school that I made when I was in a different place in my mind. I was a different person when I kind of connected with these people. They didn't like that. They didn't like this new Amir. And that's how they refer to me. Like, yo, this is the new Amir. Like, yo, I want the old Amir back. And you're going to hear people say stuff like that when you start changing, when you start doing better, when you start making money, when you start getting healthier, when you start praying more, when you start connecting with the higher power. You're going to hear people say stuff like, man, I miss the old so-and-so, you know? Like, yo, the old John would have been down for anything. John want to get his life together. John want to set himself up for a future, for a family, for a career. John want to set himself up to live to 100 years old. John don't want to be down for anything. John don't want to be down for anything. Anything is not worth John's dedication. No, John is now picking and choosing his battles. He's now picking and choosing the things he decides to care about and the things that he decides to devote his time, mind, energy, grind. A couple of those things rhymed. He's deciding, you know, seriously though, he's deciding what is worth his time, and we don't get time back. And, you know, you hear it a lot, and it's the truth. You do not get time back. Now, do we have a lot of time? Yeah, we have plenty of time. I'm not saying we don't have time. You know, I'm not saying you don't get time back to discourage y'all or to think about how much time you've wasted. But think about how much time was wasted. I'm sorry. Sometimes that's what it takes. Think about how much time was wasted being that old version of, you know, of ourselves. How much time we wasted being that old version of ourselves, and how much more time do these old friends and family want us to waste? How much more time they want us to waste? Like, yo, I'm behind. Like, I need to start working retroactively. Like, I'm trying to change now. You talk about old Amir, like that was last year. Like, I'm not the same Amir that I was last year. I'm not the same Amir that I was 2 years ago, let alone 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, to the point where I reconnect with old friends and they talk about, you know, dang, I miss the Amir from high school. What? What? You miss the Amir from high school? Oh, no, you gotta go. I'm sorry. You will never see that Amir again. I'm sorry. You will never see that Amir again. That Amir was not informed. That Amir was not as dedicated as this Amir is. That Amir was not as healthy as this Amir was. You will never see that version again. I'm sorry. I ate him. That version of Amir is gone. I ate him. This is the new Amir. This is the latest update. So, you know, I don't even know why you would, why somebody would even like get those words out their mouth. Because that will never happen. Never, ever, ever. We got to decide to move on with or without the friends and family around us. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video.